Class 10 English. This is a poem, Amanda, and written by poet is Robin Clem. This is a poem about, after reading the poem, after listening to it, you will be able to understand and appreciate also a mother's role in upbringing of a girl's child. You often come across your mother says something, do this, don't do this, don't do that. Don'ts are only more. Do it this way, don't do this, don't bite your nails, don't sit down, don't sit this way, don't go out. So many don'ts are there. So the intention behind her is not to scold you or to correct you very often, but it is a kind of upbringing of a girl. So in this poem also, the poet's mother, she's Amanda's mother. She's telling Amanda, do your homework, you are not eaten this, don't eat so many chocolates, don't do this, don't sit lazily, sit properly, look at your posture. So very often she is giving her suggestions or instructions. And Amanda feels that these are not instructions, these are like orders. And as if I don't know anything, I am an orphan, that is a kind of feeling she gets. And she feels what a freedom is, how important is freedom. And what is this always I am being given instructions by somebody else, that is mother. But mother's intentions are good. She wants how her daughter should be brought up and how her daughter should live in the society. That is important for her. So every daughter, every girl also should take it in a positive way. It is in a right way. And not to criticize, not to take it the other way. Mothers are your well-wishers only after all. They are not here to nag you or to point at your mistakes, but they are always to correct yours. So, every child feels that she or he is controlled and instructed not to do one thing or the other. You too may feel that your freedom is curtailed. Write down some of the things you want to do and your parents don't allow you to do. Your parents, you want to do, you like to do, you want to play video games, your parents don't allow. You want to do cycling, your parents don't allow. You want to learn swimming, and your parents don't allow. You want to ride a scooter, your parents don't allow. It is not because they want you to be under their control, it is for your betterment only. So here, what Amanda's mother says, you see. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. So her mother is saying, don't bite your nails. This is a good thing. What her mother is correcting her is correct. Don't hunch your shoulders. Don't sit like this. Sit straight. And stop that slouching. Slouching means stand or sit in a lazy, not interesting. You are sitting as if you are not interested in doing that work. Don't sit in that downward direction. Sit up straight and listen. So what her mother is saying, don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. Now what poet is thinking? There is the languid emerald sea, that is calm. And languid is relaxed. Emerald sea, where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. She imagines there is a sea, emerald sea, and she is the only person, and she is a mermaid. Mermaid means it is imaginary. It is not real, it is imaginary sea creature which has a woman body, and then from here it is fish tail, fish body of a fish. And drifting means moving very slowly. There is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting gracefully. She is imagining there is an imaginary creature, that is mermaid, sea creature, and which has a woman's body and body of woman's head, and from here it is the tail, fish body. It is only imaginary. So now her mother is saying again, did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room? Did you keep your room clean? Did you make your room clean? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. So again mother is giving her instructions. I had asked you to clean your shoes. Did you clean your room? Did you complete your homework? Then ultimately Amanda doesn't like all these instructions to be given to her very often. Now what she is thinking, I am an orphan roaming in the street, a pattern of dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. Hushed means very quiet and still, and bare feet. You know what is an orphan? Orphan is a child whose parents are dead or missing. Again her mother is giving her instructions. What is she saying now? Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember, you are acne. Acne means some small skins, you get pimples. It's called pimples. Now, will you please look at me when I am speaking to you, Amanda? Amanda is not interested. She doesn't like what her mother is telling to her. What is mother telling? First she told, don't bite your nails, sit straight. Then, have you completed the homework? Did you clean the shoes? Did you clean your room? And don't eat that chocolate too much. And then, remember you will have this acne problem, so don't eat. Her intentions are good. Others' intentions are good. But Amanda doesn't like to be instructed so much by her mother. And now and she is not looking at her mother. So her mother says, when I am talking to you, please look at me. Don't look here and there. Look at me and listen. And now she thinks that I am a Rapunzel. Rapunzel is a fairy tale character. Rapunzel's mother, which had kept her in a tower, and she had very long golden hair. And she used to let her hair down, and Prince used to climb up to meet her through that hair. So that is a Rapunzel. It is a fairy tale character. I am Rapunzel. I am not a cave. I am not a cave. Life in a tower is tranquil. Tranquil means very calm, quiet, and rare. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. And she is comparing to a Rapunzel, a fairy tale character who was locked in a tower by her mother. And then she said, though life there is very calm, I am not going to let my bright hair also down. And now what her mother says, stop that sulking at once, Samantha. Don't get angry. Don't be upset. Sulking means upset or getting angry. You are always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nag at you, Amanda. So her mother is saying that you are very moody. Stop sulking. Means don't be angry. Smile. Don't get angry. Don't get upset for all small things. Whoever is watching or who thinks, they will think that I am nagged at you. I nag at you means I am irritating you by complaining. So many complaints she is giving. Don't bite, don't eat chocolate, don't bite your nails, clean your shoes, tidy your room. All these instructions are given by her mother. Who is giving the instructions? Mother is giving instructions to whom? A little girl. And what is the girl's name? Amanda. Who is the poet? The poet's name is Robin Clay. Once again, let us read the poem. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. So what her mother is saying? Sit straight. Don't bite your nails. Be active. Don't be lazy. Don't hunch your shoulders. Sit straight. Show that you are interested in all the work. Now what she says? Now she is asking her, did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room? Have you cleaned your room? The room is so dirty. Have you cleaned the room? I thought I told you to clean your shoes. So her mother says, I have asked you to clean your shoes. Have you done that? So many questions she is asking Amanda, and Amanda is not responding, and she is not happy also that her mother is always asking her questions and giving a lot of instructions to her. Yes, you also come across many a times. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember, you are acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you? Amanda is not interested. She is not looking at her mother also. She is just sitting and there is no expression on her face, and that annoys her mother more, and she is giving still more instructions. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You are always so moody. You are very moody. You are always moody. Anyone would think that I nagged at you. If somebody see, people might think that I nag means irritated by complaining always at you, Amanda. Hope you like the poem. The rhyming words, rhyme scheme, that is every alternate word is rhyme. See, me, then everywhere Amanda we have street, feet. This is called rhyme scheme. Rhyming words. The last two letters, first line and second line. It is care, rare. This is a poem. The mother's intentions are good. Try to understand, children. Mother's intentions are good. She is not your enemy. She is your well-wisher. She is Amanda's well-wisher and she is giving instructions to Amanda so that she can correct herself. So this is a day-to-day life incident and mother's role in upbringing a girl child. How a mother wants her child to be in the society. So mother is giving instructions to her daughter not to do this and how she should be in the house or in a society. So the poem is written by, who is the poet? Robin Klein. What is the name of the poem? Amanda. Amanda is the name of a girl. And what is she doing? She is listening. She is being given instructions by her